What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Latch.
I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be looking at UFC Fight Night Santos versus Hill. We're going to be looking at the Ultimate Fighter finale for the female flyweights. We got Brogan, the Bear Walker versus Juliana Killer Miller. But before we get started, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We're putting out videos for almost every fight night and pay-per-view. So if you're looking for content like this, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out. And yeah, what we got, Jeff?
All right, so we got Brogan, the Bear Walker. She's 7'2", 32 years old, 5'4", 67-inch reach. And her last wins were in the Ultimate Fighter back-to-back against Laura Gallardo and Hannah Guy. And she's going up against Juliana Killer Miller. She's 2-1, 26 years old, 5'7", and 67-inch reach. And her back-to-back wins in the Ultimate Fighter were against Caitlin Neal and Chris Guthrie. What you think, Lech?
I think this is a really interesting matchup. I mean, seeing both these women go through the Ultimate Fighter and make it to the very end, they had some very interesting matchups. You know, Brogan Walker, she's a southpaw. Her hands are, I think, a little better than Juliana's. They're still both very young in the game. You know, Brogan Walker, she only has 9 fights. Juliana Miller, this is only going to be her 4th professional fight. So both girls are still really young. The difference is Brogan Walker is 32 years old. Juliana Miller, she's 26 years old. Brogan Walker and the Ultimate Fighter actually looked pretty solid. In her fight against Laura Gallardo, she was able to stick to her game plan, use her hands, stop the takedowns. And that was pretty much a theme of her 2 fights against Gallardo and Hannah Guy. She stopped a lot of the takedowns and was able to kind of keep it on the feet, win in the clinch, even kind of implement her own ground game. And the only thing is she didn't stand out. Like, she wasn't dominant. Like, she was struggling too, right? So, obviously it's because she's pretty green to the sport. But the important thing to point out is that she stopped a ton of takedowns leading up to the finale, right? While Juliana Miller, in my opinion, she outpaced and overwhelmed her opponents, you know. She's not necessarily the best fighter. I don't think she was the best flyweight there. I don't even think she was the second best flyweight there. But she's very scrappy, and she basically outwilled her opponents, you know. Like, during the fights, she made it really scrappy. She made it very difficult for Caitlin Neal in the semifinals. Caitlin Neal kind of wanted to keep it a clean fight, you know, use her jab, keep the distance. And it went according to plan in the first round. But as soon as Juliana Miller felt she was falling behind, she kind of threw the game plan out the window, you know. And she like went crazy, bro. Like, she was very messy. But the pressure started to break Caitlin Neal, and she eventually took her to the ground where she is comfortable. Juliana Miller's hands are not the best. She does have a very long jab that she uses, but her hands just are not the best. You could see it when she strikes. But she looked really good on the ground. She looked very natural there. And when she got Caitlin Neal there, she was able to kind of have her way with her in a little bit. The only thing is she's not very strong down there. And that might be a problem against someone like Brogan Walker, who's a little shorter, but she's stockier. And she shows she's pretty strong. And so I feel like this fight is 50-50 because Brogan Walker is not like usually with fights like this, usually you go with the more technical fighter. But the thing is, Brogan Walker is still so green that I feel like I can't really rely on her to be like to have a flawless victory type of thing, right? While Juliana Miller has proved that she could get in these girls' faces and make it very difficult for them. And a lot of these girls cannot handle the pressure. And I don't know, she's kind of an underdog in my opinion. Except here, she's actually a favorite at -140. And I think I'm going to have to go with her. I think Brogan Walker should have been the favorite. I feel like she has a better chance to win. But I just feel like Juliana Miller is going to overwhelm her. And I think she's going to get it to the ground eventually. And I don't know if she'll be able to sub her. So I'm going to just go by decision, the little safer option. So I got Juliana Miller by decision. Yeah, but let us know down below. What do you think? Do you think Juliana Miller's scrappiness gets her by? Or do you think Brogan Walker is going to be able to stop all the takedowns and apply her own game plan? Let us know down below. Go check out our other videos. We're doing every other fight on this same card. We're going to see you next week for UFC Fight Night Vera versus Cruz. Another great fight. And, don't forget to tune in. It's going to be a great night of fights. And we'll see you then.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.